Hey guys, so this is the question, this is the part of recording that explained to you the answers for our tutorial today. And again, please do not watch this until you try it by yourself. It's very important that you try, and it's very important that you experiment by yourself. And then if you don't get it, or if you get it and you want to make sure, you can watch this video. Good. If you don't want to watch this video and you don't want to do it, that's up to you. It's your issue. I'm doing my best to give you that opportunity to practice and find out your mistake and help me correct your mistake or help me teach you if you are not getting anything to understand it. So tutorial number one, let's focus with it quickly what is needed to be here. Good. We are supposed to draw a flow chart. Good, that's fine. We will ask the user to input 3 numbers and calculate the total of those 3 numbers. So read number 1, read number 2, read number 3, and then calculate the total. Good, but we need to make sure we are using what? A loop. So don't just tell him read X, read Y, read Z, and then A, B, total equal X plus Y plus Z. No, it has to have a loop. Now, there is one additional condition here. Make sure all the integers are more than a 0. So every time I ask him for a number, I have to verify it and make sure it's more than a 0. So let's look at that part. I will ask the user for a number. Once he give it to me, I will check it. If it's more than a 0, then I will continue. Good, to the next step. If it's less than a 0, I will show him an error message that says, hey, sorry, sir, you entered a wrong number. So it will look something like this. I will ask the user, please enter number, X. Now, once he enters the X, I will have a small condition here. The condition is X is more than 0. Greater than 0, not greater than or equal, greater than 0, because 0 is not accepted. Greater than or equal 0. So if that's a no, or if that's a yes. If it's a yes, I will continue my program. But if it's no, then I will show him an error message. Oops, you enter wrong data, try again. And then I will ask him to try again. So this small tiny loop, read X, is it more than a 0? No. Oops, you make a mistake. Please enter it again. Read X, is it more than a 0? No. Oops, sorry, you made a mistake. Read it again. And I keep looping until he gives me an X more than a 0. So this is this part, the more than a 0 part. Good. Now the second part of the program, as we said, after he read the X, he will need to create me a total. So how do we do that? Here is the flowchart. First, I will need to use a counter because I need to do what? 3 times. So I have to have a counter to count for 3 times. So the counter is 0 at the beginning. Then I have the total. This is where I will save my total. Good. Now I'm asking the user, please enter the new number. Oh, here I'm calling it n. It doesn't matter. Please enter the new number. So he gave me an n. He gave me 4, he gave me 8, he gave me -2, he gave me -5, he gave it to me. So when I get the n from him, I'm asking him, is n more than 0? Let's say he gave me -2. If it's -2, that means wrong. So I would give him a message that says, wrong, try again. And he has to try again. Good? Let's say he give me 2. Fine, 2 is okay. Then I'll go to the next step. Total equal total plus 2. The current total is 0, so he will add it. Next step, we will add the counter by 1 because alhamdulillah, we got one number, we added it. So we add the counter by 1. Now we will check. Is my counter more than 3? Did I reach 3? Sorry, yes, more mistake here. It should be greater than or equal 3. My mistake, sorry. Is it more than 3? Yes, it's more than 3, Hassan. So because it's more than 3, you finish. If it's no, you repeat again. So every time this big loop goes, that means we took one number successfully. The small loop, it goes when he give me negative number. Okay, so let me, oops, sorry. This is Word, not PowerPoint. So, good. Now, when I finish, I give my total. So if I want to look at the table right now, the table will look something like this. Okay, start, I'm starting. Then number 2, 0 the counter, then 0 the total, then read the first number. According to my sheet here, the first number that we are testing, sorry, my mistake. The first number we are testing is what? 3, then -1, then -2, then 2, then 5. These are the numbers that he's supposed to give me. So let me copy this and put it here with me so it will be easier for me to explain the answers for you while we work on it. So now I'm at step number 4. I ask him for a number and he gave me the first number as 3. Is 3 more than 0? Yes. So I don't have to ask him to repeat it. I will go to the adding immediately. So my total is 0. Good. So condition is true. I have to go to next step. Now total equal to total plus n. So n now is 3. Total is 3. Then I'll go to next step. Step number 8. Increase counter by 1. So now my counter was 0. Now it is what? 1. Now we go to the condition. Is your counter is more than or equal to 3? No, not yet. It's the only 1. So loop again. Loop again means I went back to step number 4. So now I am at step number 4 here. Good. Of course, it's a little bit confusing because the table is already written, but you have to be writing these steps. You write step number 4, and then you keep looping with this and go through it. You have to write the table by your own hand. You have to write the table like this. Good. Again, step number 1, start. Then we go to number 2, counter equals 0. That means we have 0 here. Step number 3, total equals 0. Then we have 0 here and 0 here. Step number 4, we ask the guy for a number, and he will give us number 3. So now I have here 3, and I still have 0, 0. Now after number 4, I'll go to number 5. Is the condition true or false? 3 is more than a 0, so it's true. So I will move on. I will move on to step number 7. So after 5, I'll go to 7. 7 means t equal t plus n. Oops, sorry. So that means n is 3. Total now equals 3 plus 0, which is 3. And my counter is still 0. Now after step 7, I will go to step 8. Step 8 means increase the counter by 1. So step 8, I still have 0, 0, and here I have 1. Because it's counter equal counter plus 1. Then, is the condition true? Here is step number 9. Is the condition true or false? It's false. So go back to step number 4. So step number 4. You see? I ask him, check, verify. Let's do number 4. Number 4, I'm going to ask him for a number. So ask. Now when I ask him, he gave me -1. Okay, so now I have here -1. Now I'll go after step number 4. I'll go to step number 5. So here is 5. Good. Is the condition true or false? It's false because n equal -1. So I'll go back here. Now I go to step number 6. Show error. I still have -1. I still have 3. I still have 1. Good. Now after 3, 6, I'll go back to 4 again. I ask him again, give me another number. So the gentleman instead, now he give me -2. Let's go back. So it's -2. -2, I still have 3 and 1 here. I didn't change them. So I'm here right now on step number 4. He give me -2. I go to step number 5. Is n more than 0? No, n is -2. Then it's false. Step number 5, the condition is false. So go back. I'll go back, show him error message. So step number 6, error. Step number 4, ask him again. So you see, 5, 6, 4. I asked him, he gave me -1. It was an error. I told him it's wrong. I asked him again, he gave me -2. It's error. I ask him again. I'm back. Now, when I ask him for the third time, after the minus 1, he gave me 2. Oh, great. Finally, he gave me positive number. Good. Excellent. So now it's 2. 3, 1. Now, because it's 2, I will continue. Now, total equal total plus n. My current total is what? 3. So 3 plus 2 will equal what? 5. So it's no longer 3 here. It is 5 now. My counter is still 1. This is step number 7. Then step number 8, my counter equal counter plus 1. So here I have 2, here I have 5, and here now I have 2. And I keep going with the file like this. Okay, so try this. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to email you the file, and I'm going to email you the 2 links from YouTube as well. So try it, make sure there's no mistakes. If you have any difficulties, you can ask me about it next class, inshallah.